Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to school! Welcome to Dingli National High School for school year 2020-2021. First of all, I would like to congratulate you all for completing your junior high school, and now you are officially a senior high school learner. Palakpakan naman dyan! You deserve a tap on your back. Congratulate yourself because you are already a STEM rookie. So congratulations. Welcome to STEM um, course, STEM strand, your science, technology, engineering, and mathematics course. So today, we will start our quarter 1, week 1, first lesson in pre-calculus. So kay STEM learner ikaw, you have two math subjects. This subject is your specialized course, and your other math subject is the core subject, which is the general mathematics. So we shall start with pre-calculus. I am your teacher for both subjects. I'm Teacher Rosie, your subject facilitator for this course. All right. So by now, nakita nyo naman siguro ang inyong MathPACS, di ba? Nakita nyo na? Siguro nakita na, pero wala pa nabukad. Yehey! Sige lang okay lang na. Tulungan kita bukad subong. And sige na, kaptan nyo ng inyong MathPACS for pre-calculus, okay? And before we start, as you can see, let me acknowledge first the people behind our MathPACS. First of all, our writer for week 1, quarter 1, week 1-A, day 1, Ma'am Marjorie Goroy. Okay? She is also a math teacher and a pre-calculus teacher for senior high school. And then we have the president of the Division of Iloilo Mathematics Teachers Association, Ma'am KRISHEA MAE P. JARUDA. She is a teacher from National High School, Iloilo National High School. And of course, the man behind our MathPACS, Sir Dr. Kim ARCEñ, the Education Program Supervisor for Mathematics. Okay, so for week 1, sila ni ang nag-facilitate, nag-create sa aton niya self-learning module. Okay? So our learning competency for today is to illustrate different types of conic sections. And these are parabola, ellipse, circle, hyperbola, and degenerate cases or your degenerate conics. So ano ni sila? Are you familiar with this? So probably ang iba no, nakabalo na, nakakilala na, familiar sini, or probably nabatian na ini, or kung wala, doesn't matter. We will learn it all together. Okay? Now, let's start. Conic sections, or sometimes called conics for short. Conics because it comes from a right circular cone. So kung kakita ka mo sang cone sang ice cream, di ba? Na sang cornetto, sang apas, sang ice cream. So conics from the word cone. So these are class of curves which are oftentimes seen in nature, like wheels of cars, shape of pizza. So mga circles and mga shapes ka buildings, di ba? When you throw a ball, the trajectory it takes is a parabola. The orbit taken by each planet around the sun is an ellipse. Properties of hyperbolas have been used in the design of certain telescopes and navigation systems. So, without you knowing it, ang mga curves nga ni or mga shapes nga ni are already existing in nature. Okay? Conics are formed when two connected cones intersect with a plane. Plane meaning your your Cartesian plane, something like that. Diba? Sa geometry, my line, my point. So if you have a point, then you have a locus of point, it becomes a line. If you have a locus of lines, you create a plane. No? So when a right circular cone intersect with a plane, it will generate conic sections. So for you to be able to visualize what conic sections are, so kindly look for these materials at home, no? Hopefully may ara ka muni sa balay ninyo, and just follow the instruction. So ang obrahon is, please do not cut the image sa inyong module sa inyong MathPACKS. I-trace nyo lang ini. So, guntingon pagkatapos ng trace, i-trace anay sa papel. Any paper will do, karton, pwede man. Scratch paper, no? Mga boxes da, i-trace nyo ni. Tapos, guntingon ang gin-trace, kag if i-roll. I-roll siya nga ang ini, kag ang ini, tapikanay parehas ini, and it will create a cone. Tapos, itungtong ining point kanid sa isa, then you create a right circular cone. Connected right circular cones. Okay? So, to better visualize what conic sections are, let's watch this video. So, actually, the video is from this YouTube link, which is also found sa inyong enrichment activity sa likod sa inyong MathPACKS. Makita nyo ni ang link. So if you have access to internet, kindly check this out. Kay the same nga video ang aton nga ma-watch. Okay? Sige. So let us watch all together.
Conic sections. In this module, you will learn about conic sections. When a straight line intersects a vertical line at a fixed point and rotates about that fixed point, the surface obtained is called a double right circular cone. A double right circular cone consists of two cones joined at a fixed point called the vertex. The line that rotates about the vertex is called the generator, and the line that remains fixed is called the axis. A right circular cone has a circular base, and its axis is always perpendicular line from the center of the base to the vertex. The perimeter of the base is called the directrix. The lateral surface of a right circular cone is called a nap. A double right circular cone has two naps. The nap above the vertex is called the upper nap, and that below the vertex is called the lower nap. Also, the angle between the generator and the axis is called the vertex angle. Conic sections. If a plane intersects a double right circular cone, we get two-dimensional curves of different types. These curves are called conic sections. Depending on the angle made by the plane with the vertical axis of the cone, the plane can cut the cone in three different ways. Ellipse. When the plane intersects the double right circular cone in such a way that the angle between the plane and the axis is greater than the vertex angle, we get a closed curve called an ellipse. When the plane is perpendicular to the axis, the ellipse becomes a circle. Thus, a circle is a special type of ellipse. Parabola. When the angle made by the plane to the vertical axis is exactly equal to the vertex angle, we get an open curve called a parabola at the intersecting surface of the cone. Hyperbola. The plane intersects only one nap of the double right circular cone as long as the angle between the plane and the vertical axis is greater than or equal to the vertex angle. However, if the plane intersects the vertical axis at an angle smaller than the vertex angle, the plane intersects both the naps of the cone to form an open curve called a hyperbola, which has two disjoint curves. Degenerate conics. If the plane intersects the double right circular cone at its vertex, the ellipse becomes a point, the parabola becomes a line, and the hyperbola becomes two intersecting lines. The figures so obtained are called degenerate conics. In this module, you have learned that when a plane intersects a double right circular cone, two-dimensional curves called conic sections are formed. There are three types of conic sections: ellipse, parabola, and hyperbola. When the double right circular cone is cut by the plane so that the angle between the plane and the axis is greater than the vertex angle, the ellipse is obtained. When the plane is perpendicular to the axis, the ellipse changes into a circle. If a double right circular cone is cut by a plane so that the angle between the plane and the axis is equal to the vertex angle, the parabola is formed. If a double right circular cone is cut by a plane so that the angle between the plane and the axis is less than the vertex angle, the hyperbola is formed. If a plane intersects the double right circular cone at its vertex, the figures formed are called.
Okay. So, I hope medyo clear na siya, di ba? So, kung hindi pa shadow clear ang concept, liwat-liwaton mo lang sang lantaw. Alright? Sige. So,
Conic section.
let's proceed to the next activity. So, makita niyo ni sa page 3 sa inyong module. And based on the video na nakita ninyo kagina, what figure ang ma-form if the plane intersect one nap of the cone? So, ano ni siya? Correct, ellipse. How about this one? Ano ni siya? Kung perpendicular siya sa axis. Circle. Very good. How about this one? Parabola. And of course, syempre ini, hyperbola. And these are the conic sections. On the other hand, so kung pasubrahan mo naman ini, kag diri na siya magtupa, it becomes a degenerate conic, which is a point. Ini naman, ang parabola naman, kung pasubrahan mo naman diri, kag mag-parallel na siya sa generator, mag-align na siya sa generator, this becomes a line. And kung sibo gid siya sa axis, it becomes two intersecting lines. So these three are your degenerate conics. Okay? So ini ang aton tun-an, amo ni sila isa-isa. We will graph them on the Cartesian plane and determine the parts and important concepts one at a time. Okay? So let's talk about the general concept of each one of them. Since conics are formed when a plane intersects a cone, the position made by the plane with respect to the cone dictates the type of conic created. So, kita nyo ito agina sa video, di ba? So, ellipse, kung tilted siya and intersect only one cone, one nap of the cone to form a bounded curve which is made based on figure 1. Circle naman is a special kind of ellipse when a plane is intersecting one cone and it is horizontal or parallel to the base of the cone. Okay? Another is parabola. This is unbounded curve created when the plane intersects only one cone. So kung nagsurosobra siya gamay sa base, maglapaw siya sa base. Ang ellipse wala naglapaw. Ang circle wala man. So kung maglapaw na siya sa base, sa imong nga cone, parabola na siya. So both all these three, isa lang ka nap of the cone ang ilang nga ma-intersect. Pero kung both naps na, duwa na ka cones, it becomes a hyperbola. Clear? I hope it's clear. Now, ini naman, these are the graphical representations. Kumbaga, ang top view. Kung i-cut mo ni siya, ang edge niya becomes an ellipse. Diba? So, kung i-graph mo ang edge niya sa Cartesian plane, amo niya itsura. Okay? Amo man niyang circle, parabola, and hyperbola. So, ang atong tulunan sa competency nga ni for this week, kung paano ni sila i-graph isa-isa. Okay? So, we will learn this one at a time. Don't worry. Now, when the plane intersects with the cone and the resulting conic falls to form a curve, these conics are called, fails to form a curve. These conics are called degenerate conics. So, muna ni siya si point, si line, and two intersecting lines. So, muna sila kagina. Okay? So, I hope clear ang aton nga basic concept on what conic sections are. Alright? So, for your activity, your exercise for today, day 1, you have to name the conic represented by each figure. And then, hatag sang example. Okay? So, name the conic nga mo ni, ano ni siya ang shape niya nga na-create. Tapos, give another example in relation to the conic. So, ari halimbawa, my conic section sa figure nga ni is obviously a parabola. So, ano pagid luwas ni sa shape sang opera house sa Australia, shape sang window, sang architectural figure nga ni parabola, ano pagid ang parabola nga makita ta in nature. So, ari ang ginhambal ko, the path of the ball when shooting a basket. Diba? Kung mag-shoot ka sa gampang mo basketball, or nagalantaw ang basketball, kung i-shoot na gani, halin sa kamot sang player, pakadto sa ring, ang path na ginatik sang ball is actually parabola. So, damo pa na siya, no? Damo pa siya example. So, hatag ka mo. Pwede shape sang kung ano da nga butang, or building, whatever, or pagkaon, basta ang shape niya, conic section niya, na namin mo. Okay, here's another one, ellipse. Shape sang sandia. Oh. Elliptical food plate, ang pinggan ninyo, do ellipse man na, di ba? So, i-identify mo ni, and then, give another example nga naga-illustrate sa amo na nga conic section. So, that's your activity, your exercise for day 1, lesson 1 of Precalculus. Okay? Enjoy working! Thanks for watching! Bye-bye! See you tomorrow!